Hello YouTube. I am on the eastern side of the rim of the impact crater in Elmore County. I come down and found a creek. This is the closest creek to it. This is part 3. I am looking for the petrified wood that I've already found. And just anything else that I like. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I can't get it to do it on here, but it creates a sheen. Just remarkable when you're sitting here looking across the flat of it all. There's a sheen that you just see it on a lot of this stuff. Across the creek. That's pretty enough. I love these views. It is something else to be out here. And since I have my camera, I'm not alone, right? That's beautiful. I am looking for, like I said, I've been finding there's another beautiful piece of driftwood. Can't take a picture of it because of that piece of paper. Look at that joker there. I'm gonna stick it in the ground and take a picture of it. Well, after I break it. That's them big old white cranes. I took a picture of them the other day. Don't normally see those here. Look at that piece of driftwood. It's really smoothed out. It's gonna stay right there. That won't go in my backpack. I can't tell. I think that's that crane. I don't think that's a turkey. Too big. And that big old animal, whatever it is, with them big claws. There's that beautiful swallowtail. Alright. Worked my way up to something. There's the grapes. I see one right there. They're starting to fall now in this cool weather. Now you see where I get some of my plants from. I got this in my yard. And it is nice. I love it. Them purple berries. I guess that would be purple. There's a hawk. I was thinking about them hawks. I hear them a lot, and I even got some video of them out in those thick woods last week. I believe they see me and realize what a slow pace I'm making, and they stay ahead of me. Where anything that runs because they hear me, he can snatch it up. There's a little piece of wood. That's what it is. On that. Well, hear something walking in the woods. There's grapes, but I don't see any on them. Excuse me. Walk a little faster. You can see where the clay is starting to meet the creek here. So I'm hoping that that's going to be a good sign, because that means it's going to clear the floor and pump all that up on that edge there. Since I said there weren't gold nuggets, just the flakes in here, you know how that works. You start finding them. Well, for me, oh, that's something pretty cool. I always enjoy finding pieces like that. History. Keep that. Oh, I just got a jar building up full of that stuff. I don't know if you can tell how rich that is, but it is really pretty. And that side's not fractured or anything. I can actually get this wet. Just can't get in the sunlight with it. That's another thing I ain't used to, getting all this dirt under my fingernails. But that's alright. I don't care. Just not used to it. Because that artesian wells was always so clean. I got spoiled. Oh, you can see the grapes up there. It's something I can see them really good. That tree is full of grapes. It's full of them. But I don't want them that bad. Got plenty of them at home. She's still eating out of that jug I brought home the other day. You know, it's so, I was talking about that in another one. You see how thin that is? You can see through it. When you get to that river, we call them alligator clams, because these shells are so thick. I mean, at least a 1/4 inch thick. And you get down in these creeks and stuff where they don't really have any predators, and they're thin. Thin little shells. Yeah, I'm thinking, because this is a new place for me. I have never been here. Whoa, I hear something really big. Has to be deer. Hopefully. I just heard something really big in them woods up there. Oh. Looks like gotta keep our eye out behind me. Boy, this little pile of rocks are right here. Looks like a wash. I don't know if y'all can see in that water. Kind of cloudy. You can see that clay is right there. These rocks are right on top of it. So it'd be a good place to get you some dirt to pan. See if you can find anything. Maybe one day. There we go. Those are close enough. Check it out. I love taking pictures of those. I'll eat them 3. Don't get my vitamins. Oop, I left one. They're different than a muscadine you'd find in somebody's yard. These are tough, but they pop. Really good. That was a pretty big shell. Broke. I can't believe kids and people that eat that sour candy with all them chemicals in it, but they're scared of muscadine. Something grows natural. It's good. It's good for you too. I guess it's not rude to talk with your mouth full if nobody can see you. I need another handful of them grapes. Come on. I see a lot of, it's just a wash where the water come around this corner. See, it's just not a lot of, that's a wild magnolia, birch, that's pretty. I think it was Lynn Tech that told me she loved that arch like that. I do too. Well, that's not the same one. I've never been down here before. I know I said that, but there it is again. With that big print. Hopefully that joker will be more scared of me. Well, that's some good hunting up there. And that's another thing I noticed about folks nowadays. They'd rather go to the store and buy meat than go hunting and get that fresh meat. For some reason, they feel sorry for the one that's been free, enjoying life. And they don't feel bad about the one that's been in a concrete block all its life, which is probably only a couple of months. But to each their own, more power to you. Not complaining, just observing. Oh, that's a pretty piece of. Oh yeah, oh man, that's prettier than I thought. Look at that, I definitely gotta take that with me. Man, we know who's gonna like that. It's so heavy, but it will dry out. Let me rinse it off. It's a big old nice piece. I'm gonna give you a flat tire. Save somebody's four-wheeler. I'll run it in that sand and push it around. Get it a little clean. Ain't that pretty? I wish I could get it all in there. That's beautiful. Dang. It looks like some kind of animal tooth. That joker. Keep that for sure. Go back up here where I found it. Up there. So I'm learning that petrified wood is behind me. That's the way it was in that artesian well. Oh, yep, spoke too soon. There's a piece. Oh. This is it. Keep that. I mean, anything can wash down here, but the way I was finding it in part one, I was really getting excited like I was going to get on it when I got down here. And it's the opposite. It ran out. And it could just be from people picking it up over time. Excuse me. One day I'm going to look down there and see that big old beautiful big tree down there. Gotta keep my eye on the sky. They said it wasn't gonna rain, but I'm back here a ways now. At least 2 miles in. I heard you can eat them, but I don't know, so I ain't fitting to try it. But I heard you could. But I don't need nothing wrong with me. I got too much to do to be sick on some berries. That's my grapes, but I ain't got none on yet. There's some more. I don't see no grapes. What's that? See, all these leaves don't supposed to be down here. That don't supposed to fall yet. Ooh, you know I love that stuff right there. Let me get closer. Love taking pictures of that. Man, that's beautiful. I like that one. That's beautiful right there. That has hit that side, coming in right there and rushing across that. So I might find some stuff in there. Back up a little bit and see if I can get that whole tree. That tree's beautiful. I'll come in and try to cut that out. Boy, them trees really know how to hold on. All right then. Bet you that's got a snake in it. I'm not gonna be able to see, but I'm gonna hold this up. Y'all can see back in the woods. It'd be crazy if y'all see something. Look like I see an old creek bed back there where this creek must have run a long time ago. I can see it dipping down a little bit. I'm gonna have to check that out. If I was finding a lot of that petrified wood in here, I would. A wood for the wood. Oh. There's the tail. Oh, they're way up in the top of the tree. Let's knock it down. Something done got it. Let's sit there and get the goodie out of it and spit the peelings out. I'm surprised with the rumor of the arrowheads being in here that I don't find more pottery. But I'm thinking, I really think about this stuff a lot. And I'm thinking that these little artesian springs that are coming in here are probably moving a lot of this stuff out of the back in the woods. And that would explain why all that petrified wood is up there behind me. Look at that old rock in there. That's clay, and then it drops off deep. And I'm not fixing it. Yeah, I will. I'll go in that. See how it drops off? Yeah, it looks deep, but I can do that. As long as it don't start sinking. Oh, alright, I made it. That's pretty spooky. Look, heard something drop in the water. Usually a snake makes that noise. Get out of here. You hear that drop. That snake can swim just as fast underwater as a fish. People don't realize that. I was one of them. Look, there's a piece of wood. Ta-da! Excitement. Now you gotta check for crystals, which don't mean anything because they can be there once you wash it. It's nice. That is good. I'm so glad I found a piece. I'll do a dance if I can find a piece with all the crystals like I did the other day. But like I said, I got home and every piece I washed had crystals. I just wasn't seeing it because of the dirt. Let me check this joker for stuff before I get all up in there, because I'm supposed to go up in here. I found a little piece now. Y'all come on. Give it to me. I found a place way back in the woods. You couldn't even tell because of the bamboo, but there's an old place back there somebody built. I guess you'd have called it a barn or a shed or something. And it's just full of old mason jars and stuff like that. Uh-oh, what's that? That's got them black crystals in it. If I was in the sun, I could make them sparkle for you. I will when I do the take my pictures of them. I was having technical difficulties all week working my stuff. Has anybody used that new Gemini? It is absolutely wonderful. I love it. Information is on point. And it's fast. It can talk to you, have a conversation with you, give you information. Hey, that's got a arch in it. Not enough. Now this is one of these bend over places. But I'm already running a little long. And I'm trying to keep these in order without stopping and having to put them together. And what I'll do, because I'm heading that way, as you know I do. Let me try to find me one more beautiful piece. And I have gotten deep in the shade. I think that's clay. Yeah, look at that. That's that. Right. It's beautiful when you can see it. It's like a sandy clay mix with the schistol in it, the mica, little mica flakes. Oh, there's a hole in that one. No, it ain't. It's an illusion. I could see why they could make arrowheads out of this stuff. Look how perfect that is. That's a seam. It grew perfect somewhere. I love the way that just that shape. I don't know how to put it into words. I like it in that light. I'll keep that. See something else. See, it's somebody that could stand here and look. It's gonna find it to where I'm moving so much. And what's absolutely crazy is the second you turn this video off, it starts jumping all out in front of you. It's just everywhere. Well, you know, every few feet. I'm just glad I started finding it again. I believe I was right about it being too close to the road. Now I'm this far in here, I'm starting to find it. I've really got some beautiful pieces. I'll be doing a whole sit down and show each piece with that. Do me a live video. I hadn't done one of them in a long time. Well, I'm gonna close this out. I appreciate everybody. I want you to be blessed. And I appreciate everybody joining me. I'm gonna keep going that way. And hopefully you'll be with me. Y'all have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow.